I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
What's up, Fever Nation? For those of you who have recently joined my channel, this video is for you. What this video is going to show you is why CeCe, one, had to sit out last season, and why, two, her rookie season, she received all of the drama and attention from the League of Women who think the league belongs to them. A certain group of women believe that the entire WNBA belongs to them, and any other woman that's not like them coming along trying to take over the league, you're going to have a problem. It is going to be a problem. Sheila Johnson is going to build upon that narrative in this interview, and you're going to hear what she has to say about the WNBA players who have been overlooked, Caitlin Clark, and how to fix it. You're going to be shocked that this is coming from an owner. Let's take a listen.
It has taken the WNBA almost 28 years to get to the point where we are now. And this year, something clicked with the WNBA, and it's because of the draft of the players that came in. It's just not Caitlin Clark.
I'm going to jump in and out, but I'll be brief. Did you hear what she said? It's just not Caitlin Clark. She's already letting you know how she feels about Caitlin Clark and all the immediate attention that she has been getting. And Sheila Johnson knows how the market works. Caitlin Clark has a huge audience, a huge following. We're talking millions of people. So in terms of market, that makes her attractive. Not only as a player, but as a person. And the young lady has personality. And she's so professional. That's attractive to the market. But Sheila Johnson is going to overlook all of this because other groups of ladies are being overlooked. And this is Caitlin Clark's fault. And this is her idea. She's going to explain what should happen in the wake of this, because Caitlin Clark cannot be getting all of this attention over all of these other women.
And it's because of the draft of the players that came in. It's just not Caitlin Clark. It's Reese. We have so much talent out there that has been unrecognized. And I don't think we can just pin it on one player.
There has been, this phrase has been couched, hasn't it? The Caitlin Clark effect. Why do you think that has been the case?
Well, I want to be very diplomatic about this. It's just the structure of the way media plays out race.
It's just the structure, the way media plays out race. So what does that have to do with Caitlin Clark? What does that have to do with Caitlin Clark? Media is allowing you to have a platform to espouse your insidiousness. What's wrong with the media platform and Caitlin Clark and her marketability? What's wrong with that, Sheila? Listen to what she's saying. She's about to go there. She is finna take it there in this next segment of this interview. She's just gonna throw it out there. And it's not Caitlin Clark's fault. The lady is 24 years old. But listen to what she's about to say.
I'm going to be very honest. I feel really bad because I've seen so many players of color that are equally as talented, and they never got the recognition that they should have. And I think right now it is time for that to happen.
Sheila Johnson, owner of the Washington Mystics, made this about race. Because this is what she has experienced. This is what she has seen in her lifetime. Sheila Johnson is turning back the hands of time at the expense of Caitlin Clark. She wants to fix all of the things that happened 28 years ago at the expense of Caitlin Clark. Now, why am I so irate about this? If Caitlin Clark was a colored girl and someone white went on TV and said the same thing, what do you think CNN would have said? But they allow this. They platform this as if it's okay, and it's not. If you witnessed that for 28 years and it was wrong, so what makes it right now to do this to this young lady?
And I think right now it is time for that to happen. So last night we read Time magazine where Caitlin Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have? Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings. And so now you're starting to hear stories of racism.
Sheila Johnson on CNN has just thrown down the gauntlet. She's saying, not only Time magazine, you all were wrong for putting one person on your cover. Time magazine has always put one person on their cover. What is wrong with this lady? Time magazine has been doing before Sheila Johnson and long after Sheila Johnson. Now, they will put teams on there if they win like the World Series or something, but they've always highlighted an individual. Time magazine is not doing anything they haven't been doing since their inception. But Sheila Johnson wants to make this moment different because she wants to push this narrative because colored women have been getting overlooked for 28 years. And now that's about to change. And when she said that, she meant that. She was going to push this throughout the league, down into the officiating. These women, I'm going to call them the League of Women. Look at the angst they had towards Caitlin Clark. Remember a Connecticut game when Mabry pushed her down? J.C. Sheldon poked her in the eye. They were just coming after her. And then last season, the injuries, the alleged injuries. I'm not saying that they weren't. But the push was to take Caitlin Clark out of the game because anything she does is going to get press. It's going to attract more eyes. And that takes attention away from the women of color. They want the princess treatment. These are allegedly grown women, still wanting the princess treatment in the WNBA. But since one person is getting it and she doesn't fit the narrative, that's a problem for Sheila Johnson and the WNBA. This is crazy. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard on TV. And CNN, Cap News Network, perpetuated this nonsense when they allowed this woman to come on and say these things. And nothing. She still owns her team. When you think about the LA Clippers owner who the league took the team away from him because of all the things that he said about the players, when is this going to happen to Sheila Johnson? Sheila Johnson shouldn't be an owner. If this is how you feel about any player in your league, white or black, or whatever nationality or ethnicity, that's a problem. You shouldn't own a team, Sheila. That's just my opinion. Just like you think you can tell Time magazine how to run their business. What if someone told you how to run the Washington Mystics? What would you say to me if I told you how to run the Washington Mystics? Exactly. And that's why you should play the background on this video and let Time magazine be Time magazine, and you just be who you are without all of the racist narratives. Come on, Sheila, you're better than that. I hope you are.
So now you're starting to hear stories of racism within the WNBA, and I don't want to hear that. We have got to operate and become stronger as a league and respect everybody that's playing and their talents.
And now you understand why Caitlin Clark had to sit out all of last season. Because remember her rookie season, she got all of the attention. And they hated that. These women hated that. They'll talk about all the women that played long before her. when this girl wasn't even born. But she comes along and the media gravitates toward her, and that's Caitlin Clark's fault? Again, I ask rhetorically, if Caitlin Clark was a colored woman, would the media care? Would Sheila Johnson have gone on CNN and say, hey, we need to treat white players the same way we need to treat women of color? No, she wouldn't have done that, which makes this all the more intriguing that an owner is allowed to go on CNN and make these claims. And the racism claims have been totally false. They have smeared an entire fan base because of they're not getting the princess treatment. This is sad. This is the W. Fever Nation, Clark Nation, I look forward to the season, but I want y'all to pay attention to all the nuance that goes into her return back to the game, because you know the cameras are going to be on CC. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.